JOSA mock counseling result has come yesterday. Some students are elated, some students are disappointed. However, for all, there are some lessons to be learned. First, if you got a branch of your preferred choice, that's good, but do not get complacent. Why? Because the first mock counseling is not actually very representative. There are at least some students who have not filled in all the options seriously. So I would say it is not an accurate reflection of what is going to happen a couple of days from now. So take your normal precautions. Don't assume that this is what is going to happen finally. So there will be a lot of difference from first mock round to second mock round. That way, the second mock counseling will be a better estimate of what you're likely to get. So the first mock, don't just get overconfident with whatever you've got today. Just revise, see that you don't make mistakes. We'll look at a couple of mistakes that everybody is making to just ensure that your whatever options that you have given are error-free. Those people who've not got their preferred choice, you need to review, you need to look at the options that you've filled. Perhaps you'll have to give more options, or there are certain avoidable mistakes that people are making, and just ensure that you avoid those mistakes, right? So what are the mistakes that people are making? Mistake number one is that for some reason, I don't understand the logic, what they're doing is they're taking a particular institute and giving all the branches on that particular institute. Like, for example, start with IIT Bombay Computer Science, then electrical, then mechanical, then civil, all the way up to 5-year metallurgy. Then start with IIT Delhi Computer Science and go all the way up to textile engineering. Then start with IIT Madras Computer Science, and then go all the way up to naval ocean engineering and naval architecture. So this is not the way it is to be done. Unless, of course, you are fixated about a particular institute. I think in most cases that may not be true. So people assume that the computer will somehow guess what they would prefer, and it will come up with an algorithm and will give the branch of their choice. No, that is not the way it should be filled. If you're taking, say, computer science, then you should group the IITs in one particular order. And say if you're giving IIT Bombay Computer Science first, then you go to IIT Delhi Computer Science, then you'll go to IIT Madras Computer Science, then you may go up to Kanpur, Kharagpur, or if you don't like Kanpur, Kharagpur, go back to IIT Bombay Electrical Engineering, then IIT Delhi Electrical Engineering, then IIT Madras Electrical Engineering. So some such logic has to be there. So that is one thing that people have to do. The other extreme is people are getting fixated over a particular branch and start with IIT Bombay Computer Science, then IIT Delhi Computer Science, then IIT Madras Computer Science, IIT Kanpur Computer Science, IIT Kharagpur Computer Science, all the way up to IIT Jammu Computer Science, and then starting the same thing again with electrical engineering, IIT Bombay Electrical Engineering, IIT Delhi Electrical Engineering, IIT Madras Electrical, all the way downwards. So this is again the other extreme. So don't get fixated either about the institute or about the branch. So give the options based on a sound logic and based on the preference order. So that is what you got to keep in mind. So for the sake of your clarity, in the last videos, couple of videos, I had given the grouping of the institutes. Like, for example, the IITs, like this is how we have grouped. IIT A category, Bombay, Delhi, Madras, then Kanpur, Kharagpur, Roorkee, Hyderabad. Yeah, so something like that, Hyderabad and Guwahati. So within this, again, you can do some subgrouping, Bombay, Delhi, Madras in one group, Kanpur, Kharagpur, one group, Roorkee, Hyderabad in another group. So that is something that you can do. Then Varanasi, Indore, Gandhinagar, Ropar. Again, within that subgrouping, that could be the order. Then the second generation, another category, Bhubaneswar, Patna, Jodhpur, Mandi, Dhanbad. Then the third generation, starting with Tirupati, ending with Bhilai. So some such grouping that you can do, and based on this, based on some logic, you can distribute the branches. Then you have, similarly for NITs. So A category, Trichy, Surathkal, Warangal. B category, all of this. C category, all of this, and the rest. So some such grouping you can do and start your, give your options. All right, so that is one. I also would like to talk about a couple of myths that people have. One is that some people think that there is some kind of a strange algorithm built into the counseling process, and based on this algorithm, a person who gives more options will be penalized. Nothing of that sort. So don't be under that impression. You can give as many options as possible. So what will the algorithm do? It will go candidate by candidate, starting with rank number 1. Based on his or her option, what is he likely to get? Fill that seat. Then go to rank 2, fill his option, go to rank 3, all the way till the last candidate. So nobody is going to penalize. The system is not going to penalize you for giving more options. So please remove this. Okay. So first take care of that. Also, in terms of bunching institute wise or branch wise, avoid both of these things. So with that, some little lessons that have to be learned based on the mock counseling. Your second mock counseling, you should be perfectly ready. Whatever you want to do, whatever should be your final options should be there in the second mock counseling, and freeze based on whatever you have in the second mock counseling. All right. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment section. Our people will come back to you. Thank you.